Welcome, everybody, to the newest edition of Queen's Court, where we are talking about Monday Night Raw from 1993 to today. And today, we're talking about the one go-home Raw in March before WrestleMania 10, along with March to WrestleMania.
Yes.
That's what. Okay, I keep messing up the name. All right. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that. But first, I'm a tired tribal queen, Breigh. Alongside me, as always, we got Mike Duplessis and Husky Rhodes. And how are we all doing?
Doing good.
Doing good. A little out of sorts because we're doing this at night, and you're about to go to the Royal Rumble.
I know, in like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Literally 8 hours.
That's when your flight is? It's like 5 in the morning?
No, yeah. My dad's picking me up at 5:30.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. Because it takes us an hour to get there.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
And then I have time to try Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. All right. So, this March 7th episode starts out. They're doing a recap of the whole ending of the Savage Yokozuna match. And they state that Randy Savage is banned from the building tonight. Or no, that's for the Road to WrestleMania.
No, that's for March. Yeah, that's for the March to Mania.
For the March to Mania. He's banned from the building to not interfere in the Crush match. And wait till we get to talking about the promo that Savage cuts. Ooh, boy.
God, yeah.
He is.
We'll
talk about it.
Yeah, because you guys watched it. Because I
weren't able to, but yeah, me and Husky will speak on that.
I'm gonna have to go back, maybe on the plane. That's
you should actually watch it because it's really good. Actually,
yeah. March to WrestleMania. That is a good show.
If I can't sleep tonight, I'll turn that on.
I was gonna say, yeah, dude, throw it on before you go to sleep because it's actually like really good.
Kind of upset that we didn't check out the fact that their rules won before WrestleMania 9.
I was gonna say, I was like, because I started watching and I accidentally was watching the Road to WrestleMania 9. I was like, holy shit, Bobby Heenan's back, and then I'm like, wait a minute, and then they show clips of Hogan, and I was like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, and I looked and I'm like, oh god damn it, there's 2 of them. So I went to the other one
because they did 3. The first one because they did one to WrestleMania 8, but that's not on there. But 9 and 10 are. It's weird.
Oh, I didn't know they did one for 8 too.
Yeah, but this first match, Smoking Guns versus Crush and Owen.
Yeah, but first,
Ted
DiBiase is back on the call for this one.
Fucking the better one.
Ted.
I love Ted on DiBiase, specifically during this first match. There's something Ted does during this first match that makes me very happy.
Before the match, they're going over all of the matches on the card, and he brings up that Virgil is wrestling on this show, and Vince calls him a wrestling connoisseur.
What? Yeah, no. What? The fact that every other wrestler that had to wrestle Virgil said he was one of the worst in the ring. Kevin Nash has talked so much crap about how bad Virgil was.
He has dunked on Virgil so many times.
So many guys have just shot on how bad Virgil was in the ring. And he worked for the company for a very long time to not know how to wrestle. It's fucking crazy.
He was there forever. Like, that man held the job for like a decade.
And you not know how to wrestle?
Never learned shit.
I think it's this Royal Rumble, actually, or Royal Rumble 94, where they had this situation where Virgil hits him hard. So Kevin gives him 2 receipts.
Yeah, he accidentally hit him with a live round, and Kevin Nash was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah,
I'm fucking you up real quick, Virgil. So the first match we get Owen Hart and Crush against the Smoking Guns. Weird USA chants at Crush because he's Hawaiian. Well, yeah, I think they're doing it at Fuji, but it's like
they're
it's still
doing
weird
the
that
Fuji and the fact that Crush is associated with Yoko and Fuji. Part of that weird. Yeah, he turned on the USA during Survivor Series.
Japanese sympathizer.
Yeah.
Deal, but it's just like you guys know he's Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Like it's still weird.
Yeah.
But this match was fucking great.
Again, it's one of the best matches, like as the first match.
Yeah.
Yeah, this match is just proof that Owen Hart was one of the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah.
Owen's better than Brett.
Weirdly enough, Owen and Crush, good tag team.
Yeah, it surprisingly works really well together. I was not expecting it to work as well as it did, but yeah, that was awesome.
When I talk about Ted DiBiase in commentary, during the match, they aired out to the crowd, and Nikolai Volkov is in the crowd in a nice suit.
Yeah.
And T. DiBiase's like, oh, I wonder who he got that from. Because they're teasing the fact that Volkov is going to be joining DiBiase in the $1 Million Corporation. Where he just starts sitting in the crowd with these really nice suits. That's like, why do you like Nikolai? What are you doing?
Because they teased it. They teased it before when Ted wasn't out there, but Nikolai Volkov was just randomly in the crowd, just like hanging out watching the show.
Yeah,
but still had a really nice suit on.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and Ted finally was like, I wonder who we got that from. Ted, you sly bastard.
You sly bastard. Dude, Bart Gunn's like hot tag is like fucking crazy, dude. He was going off.
That's the best I've seen Bart in the ring.
Yeah.
They were going wild in this match. Like it was awesome. And then but Crush and Owen get the win. And then Vince goes down and interviews Owen and Crush.
And they just talk shit. Just fucking love these two.
Killing it. And he's like, Crush, I know you can beat Bret Hart. That's a no-brainer.
But you just save me some?
Leave a little something for me for Mania. I don't want him to have any excuses when he gets in the ring with me. Because I want to prove that I am the better brother.
Like, I know there's the heels in this situation, but I was like, talk your shit.
Yeah, seriously.
Whole situation.
Seriously, I'm like, go off, Kings. Go off, dude. Like, it was awesome. And Crush basically is like, yeah, I respect you, Owen. You're definitely the better brother. I'll leave you something for Mania. And then he starts going off on Savage. Like he's going to fuck Savage up. Then we get and he also says that Owen Hart has the best sharpshooter in pro wrestling.
It's a fact.
It's true.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Sorry, Justin, but yeah.
Look, man, there's recorded evidence. Okay? There are years of recorded evidence. I'm sorry. Don't shoot the messenger.
The evidence doesn't lie.
Yeah. Folks, where's the lie?
Facts.
Shout out to Bobby Fish.
Truth on Queen's Court. We only speak the truth.
He's going to fire us.
We tell no lies on this bitch.
Oh, we're gonna get fired.
Then we get another WrestleMania report with the good brother Todd Pettengill. And
God, he's a god.
I love that man. I love that man to death. I wish he was still in the company. Because he would just have gold.
They should bring him back, and he should be what's his name's replacement.
Have him replace Kevin Patrick.
Yes.
Put Todd Pettengill on fucking commentary. Hell yeah,
dude.
Him and Corey Graves. Him and Corey Graves would be hilarious together.
Yes. After 30 years, let's bring Todd Pettengill back.
Yeah.
Well, they brought him back randomly. Remember when they had the NXT In Your House thing, and they brought him back?
Yeah, they brought In Your House back 1 year. That was weird.
Yeah, they brought it back for like one time.
And then they brought it back for like the 25 year?
Yeah, it was the 25th anniversary of In Your House. It's like, dude, come on, keep this running.
No, the 25 year anniversary of Raw or was the 30 anniversary of Raw. They brought it back for one of those two.
Oh, it was the it was Raw 30.
Yeah, when they went to the
Manhattan Center.
Manhattan Center.
Yeah. And he kind of runs down who's all going to be at Mania.
Yeah.
And Next, we get Double J and Virgil.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Man.
Woo!
Again, I'm not the biggest Jeff Jarrett fan, but he didn't deserve this.
This match sucks.
No. It was dog shit.
Jeff deserved way better than Virgil.
And Vince starts randomly just like screaming in the middle of the match that Rhonda Shear from Up All Night is going to be the timekeeper at Mania. Cool, I guess.
Like, why?
I feel like if we were older, that would be like a big deal. But like, I don't know who this is.
Okay, so I know what this is. Like Up All Night was this thing on USA late at night on like I think it was like Friday or Saturday nights. They would play like random like weird like cartoons and like random movies and stuff like that.
Old stuff.
Yeah.
Like black and white stuff.
Yeah. They had a lot of stuff like fucking that Weekly World News tabloid thing. Like they had a show where they basically just a video version of their magazine basically.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was USA in the early 90s had some weird shit on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this match sucked dog dick. This match was awful. And then it cuts to Ted DiBiase sitting at the commentary table with Vince, and he's like, "Look what I got, McMahon." Turns around a Country Beat magazine with Jeff Jarrett on the cover, and Vince goes, "Let me see that." And he starts peeling off the sticker on the front of the fake cover. He's just like,
honestly, a well-made fake cover.
It really was.
I was actually like, hold up, that's a magazine? Did that actually happen? And then he pulled it back, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Because I was like, oh.
I was about to say, because I know that magazine, I don't think that magazine is actually a real magazine. I was going to say, did they pay to have one like actually made?
No, Country Beat was a magazine.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was a country magazine. Kind of like how like 90s pop culture had like Tiger Beat and like they had one for country music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I remember like seeing them as a kid. So I was since they mentioned it the first time, I've been looking for like, okay, what the fuck was Jeff Jarrett on Tiger like Country Beat? Because like I knew it was a thing.
Right. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was an actual magazine. Yeah. So then next we get Iron Mike Sharp against Doink the Clown.
A legend like Mike Sharp getting mocked by a clown is so fucking good.
It's so funny, but like
it was interesting.
It was fucking hilarious, but like that dude was like a main eventer. Like
he was
5-6 years prior.
Before Mark Henry, he was built as the world's strongest man.
Right.
Like, he main evented Madison Square Garden like on a regular basis. And he's getting out wrestled and mocked by a clown.
With a miniature version of the clown on the apron taunting him the entire time.
Like, the water to the face was disrespectful. Someone puts water to my face, I'm slapping them for real.
Yeah, you spray me in the face with water, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I'm gonna have to put hands on you. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's so fucking stupid. This I just put my head hurts now. This match made my fucking head hurt. And then we get this
my favorite part of the night.
Yeah, this headdress ceremony
made me cry. Not gonna lie.
Like, I thought this was just like a staged thing for the show, but this was like apparently had some very real
this was
sentiment in this.
Yeah,
because we have
because they were going to. I read up they were gonna do this on their land,
right?
And then Tatanka talked Vince and they're like, "Hey, can we do this on TV?" Because he wanted it to be
right.
Because it meant that much to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we have Chief Ray Little Turtle out here, and then we have Chief J Strongbow and Chief Wahoo McDaniels. Two
wrestling gods,
wrestling legends,
both NWA former champions. Not only great wrestlers, both played in the NFL.
Yes, both. I think both of them were linemen in the NFL. So
both in the Wrestling Hall of Fame and the NFL Hall of Fame.
So yeah, two legitimate, terrifying men.
Yeah.
Yes,
like to have them back on WWF TV because they were gods in the 60s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
That was so cool.
And I think, if I remember correctly, I think Wahoo was working for WCW.
Yes.
Around this time as an agent.
Yeah, he was.
So the fact that they had him come into WWF on Raw.
So Wahoo and Jay trained him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a deal that was made. And one of the few times they did a deal behind the scenes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Before shit hit haywire in the 90s.
Well, this was also kind of like a pre-internet thing, so like it was no one was gonna get online and cause a scene like it is nowadays.
Facts.
CM Punk can't fucking fart without Fightful talking about it. You know what I mean?
Facts. Fucking love you, Husky.
I'm gonna record his entrance to the at the Rumble just to send it to you.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it Sunday morning because I'm working a show. I'm gonna watch it.
That's when I'm gonna, since I'm busy.
Yeah, we get this very touching headdress ceremony. Tatanka, I found out watching it that it was like a real thing because like Tatanka starts like crying. I was just like, it
made me cry.
I was not ready for that at all. I was like, this is a for real like ceremony thing. I'm the whole time the fucking mark in me is like
who's gonna come out here and ruin this
literally shit? Yeah, somebody's gonna come out here and jump Tatanka. Like Yokozuna is going to come out here and fuck Tatanka up. No. Like, but no, it was actually like incredibly done. Like I was choked up by it. I was like, oh no, I'm not prepared to watch this.
Which makes all what happens around SummerSlam 94 even hilarious.
It just adds crazy layers to the story.
Yeah. You're not gonna like SummerSlam '94.
No, you were gonna hate SummerSlam '94 probably. And then to completely kill the mood, fucking IRS comes out here.
I was about to say, we get down in the dump situation.
Literally, just turn the switch off. It's just like God fucking damn it.
Quickly, luckily this was a goddamn quick squash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got IRS and Mark Thomas here. I just wrote, I could care less about this match.
Yeah, what was the point?
There's not
the last match of the show. Like,
there's not a figure you could have paid me to care about this match.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing games on my phone. I was texting my mom.
You had time to do that? That match was quick.
Yeah. I just responded to one and then was playing a game. I heard 3. I was like, oh shit, okay, yeah, hold on.
Yeah. But then we get the Ire Hub where we don't end on the show on the dud because we get a Cornette promo.
We get Jim Cornette and the Heavenly Bodies coming out here,
going off on Lex Luger,
going off on Lex Luger, and Jimmy Del Rey is just body rolling next to Vince, and Vince is like, what the fuck?
So good.
He just keeps looking at him. He's so disgusted. He's just like, ew, what the fuck? Stop it.
You know what? After what came out today, I'm shocked Vince wasn't into it.
No shit, right? Like, fucking alleged pervert. So we get Lex Luger and the Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey is going to happen on the March to WrestleMania, which is happening next. And Jim Cornette says, the last car I bought that was American built was a Ford, and it broke down the side of the road. The transmission fell out. All the fucking wheels fell off. It's a piece of shit.
God.
Last car I bought from Japan is this nice Toyota I got. It's got 175,000 miles on it, and it still runs like a top. It's just going crazy, dude.
Jim.
This is coming from a guy who's from like the heartland of America, which makes this
You're
even
from
better.
fucking Louisville, brother.
He's pissing off the white people.
Dude, you're from this weird middle ground between the Midwest and the South.
Right.
Like, what are you doing, Jim? What are you doing?
He's pissing off his own people. You look good at that.
Yeah, he is.
He really is. All right, so now we get the March to WrestleMania 10. And we got...
Which, with my two favorite combinations of commentary ever.
We got
Vince and Johnny Polo, a Gorilla Monsoon, and Sweet Stan Lane. It is the greatest, weirdest combinations ever. I don't understand what's happening here, but goddamn is it phenomenal.
It is the fucking Mad Libs of wrestling commentators.
They picked these motherfucking names out of a hat.
Yeah.
Literally, they were like,
Just like the Rumble. Here, pick a number. Hey, you're going to be doing commentary with me.
Well, I think Vince literally was like, all right, who's working with me tonight? All right, I got Stan's here, Johnny's here, Gorilla's here. All right, yeah, we got this. We're fine.
I'll throw you in an extra $100.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, look, I'll deal with fucking Johnny Polo's crazy ass because Gorilla will fucking grip him up and fucking choke him out. Like, so we'll put Stan.
I ain't gonna lie, Johnny Raven and Gorilla Monsoon doing commentary would have been fucking phenomenal.
Oh my god, it would have been great. He'd been like, oh god, he's just like Bobby, but fucking weirder. What are you even saying? And also, Breigh, you definitely have to watch this.
Yes, this is
Johnny Polo has a fucking soundboard.
The whole night. And he's just pushing soundboard things to piss off Vince. I thought Vince was gonna fire him.
The
I was like,
whole
oh
fucking
shit.
show.
Oh, God.
It's
It's kind of like our first episode when we were playing with all the buttons.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Halfway through the show, they show like Vince like looking at him, and I was like, "Oh, he's gonna fire him. He's gonna fire him right
Kind of
here."
like this.
Exactly. It was just randomly in the middle of the match, Johnny would say some fucking goofy joke and then hit a random sound, and Vince is just like, Johnny Polo, just calling him by his full ass name. Oh god. So yeah, first we get Lex Luger and the
Jimmy Del Rey.
Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey, and fucking Johnny Polo calls Jimmy Del Rey sexy, and I was like, what?
Oh,
What?
whoa.
He was
Yeah,
calling him sexy. He was using huge words that I don't know if he was using in the right context.
Well, I think he does, because apparently,
Raven's a genius.
Scott Levy's got like a 160 something IQ.
Yeah, he reads. I'm pretty sure he was using the right context, but for me, I was just like, I'm confused.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, I'm not pulling up a fucking dictionary listening to your promo, Scott. Sir, I'm not doing that. This match was with Lex Luger, so this match sucked ass.
It was Lex being Lex and Jimmy selling like gold.
Yeah, Jimmy Del Rey selling his ass off for Lex. But yeah, it was Lex Luger matches are fucking terrible.
But yeah, Pritchard and Cornette interfered.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, early Camp Cornette, even though they don't call this situation Camp Cornette, but this early stable that Cornette has with Yoko and Crush, and the Heavenly Bodies,
yeah,
really fucking good.
Yeah. Like, I don't remember. Did they ever like fully
No,
interact?
it's just a bunch of wrestlers managed by Cornette. They don't give them a name, but I'm calling them Camp Cornette because that's
this is
early situations into what would be coming in '96 and '97.
Yeah, this is the beta release. It came with certain bugs in the software. Like, you know, they're working the shit out. So Luger beats Jimmy Del Rey with the torture rack. Luger's in the ring, celebrating victory. Cornette's fucking pear-shaped ass sneaks in. He's got the racket. He's trying to sneak up on Luger. Luger turns around, catches him.
And then grabs the racket itself.
Cowers in the corner. He's got the racket. And he's
just spanks Cornette in the ass.
Yeah, he's fucking spanks Jim Cornette as he's getting out of the ring.
With his own racket. It was a weird sight.
And he's holding his ass walking out. And he's screaming for Yoko.
Oh,
so Yoko wobbles.
And then here comes Yoko and Fuji.
Oh, God.
March into the ring. There's like 8 refs trying to pull him back, and he's not even phased. He's just marching to the ring. He gets all the way to the steps, and they just have a stare down. And then finally, Yoko turns around and walks back. And then we get a murder. Bam Bam Bigelow versus Ben Jordan.
It is Bam Bam just whooping this motherfucker, and Stan Lane and
just a random jobber.
Yeah. But it's that Stan Lane and Grill Monsoon just saying the funniest shit on commentary. It's just like, I fucking love this.
Stan Lane should have done more commentary in wrestling because
he's good.
Fucking great, dude. I love Stan Lane. Yeah, those two are just going at it while Bam Bam is literally committing homicide on camera. This dude is just getting fucked up. Like, it's not even fair. Dude, at one point, the dude tries to make a comeback and he shoots off the ropes, and then Bam Bam just
picks him up with one arm,
murders him with a stun gun on the top rope.
Just that too.
Murders him.
He picked him up with one arm and slammed him down. I was just like,
oh yeah, dude. He did like the Samoa Joe corner spot. How Samoa Joe, like when people attack are like running at him and he does the Uranagi, sit down.
Yeah.
Bam Bam does that in the middle of the ring to this dude. He's just like, fuck you. Go to sleep.
It was a standing like what did that Rocks move?
Yeah, it was a standing Uranagi.
Yeah.
Like basically the rock bottom, but he doesn't go down with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucked up. But they talk about the weird mixed tag match that they're having at Mania with Bam Bam and Luna and Doink and Dink. And apparently the rules are if Dink is in the ring, Bam Bam Bigelow cannot be in the ring. So it has to be Luna in the ring with Dink.
Like a regular mixed tag match, but it's with a midget.
Like a mixed tag match, yeah.
A small person versus a woman.
Yeah.
I didn't mean the midget. I don't want to offend anyone.
Oh my God. Yeah, we're getting fucking canceled this year at some point. And then
I'm shocked we have it.
I don't know.
Well, that's because our boss doesn't watch the show until like days afterwards.
Now we really are gonna get fired.
Yeah. And then a Lunger Blaze package that literally tells fucking nothing. It's just like, I'm on a motorcycle. I'm in the beach. Here's when I won the women's championship.
I forgot she was champion.
Yeah. So, that's because they show her on like dark matches. Like WrestleMania 10's her first like real match.
Yeah.
On like a big thing defending the championship. And I found out a little reason why that match happens at WrestleMania 10.
Oh.
So she faces a woman by the name of Lani Kai.
Yes.
So Lani Kai at WrestleMania 1, 2 months before Lani Kai, or before WrestleMania 1, Lani Kai had beat Wendy Richter for the women's title.
Yes.
And then they are the first women, of course, to wrestle at WrestleMania, with Lani Kai defending her, losing the title at WrestleMania 1. Yeah, so it's an anniversary because she had not wrestled in the States since like the mid-'80s.
Oh, okay.
So they just brought her back as like a throwback, like, oh, you wrestled the first WrestleMania. You can wrestle this because Wendy was retired at that point.
Nice. Okay.
Which is weird because actually a few months later, Lana Kai would start working for WCW.
I was going to say, yeah, she went to WCW after that.
Yeah.
And then we get a Tatanka interview where he says he's ready to honor his ancestors and he's going to settle the score because Yoko tried to take him out and he's going to try and get his win back. And then we get
another horrible squash match.
Razor Ramon versus Tony DeVito.
Tony getting his lunch ate like horribly.
Ooh, oh, dude, he got his dick knocked in the dirt, brother. He got fucked up in this match, and he hit after Razor hits the big back body drop off the second rope. When he hits the that's it, this crowd goes ape shit.
And that Razor's Edge was beautiful.
Woo! Tony sold it my favorite sell. He just completely rolls over, rolls over on his head and lands on his face. Oh, Scott Hall killed this man with that. Dude, it was crazy. Johnny Polo next is in the ring, and he's like, I'm gonna interview not Bret Hart, not Lex Luger. I'm going to interview the Rocket Owen Hart. And Owen Hart comes out.
The one that's going to make it so Bret doesn't win the WWF title.
Right. And he also calls him the most underrated wrestler in WWF at the time. Yes.
Yeah.
Completely no lies told. And I don't know if this was piped in, but the "We Want Bret" chants while Owen's trying to talk
were loud as shit.
Deafening. It sounds like a jet engine. It's crazy. And Owen basically says, I've waited my whole life for this. Bret, you've held me down my entire life. Hell, if I had a little brother that was better than me, I would be holding him down too. I was like, holy shit. Talk, dude. Talk.
And then he's going and tells Crush not to hurt Bret that much tonight.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, he has the sunglasses on. He takes off the sunglasses. He's like, do you see fear in these eyes, Bret? And I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go, Owen. Like, he's getting comfortable. He's starting to get comfortable doing the promos, and they're starting to get real good.
What I do love is this isn't just a one-off feud. That this goes into SummerSlam.
Yeah, they keep it going for a bit. And then randomly, Little Richard's here. Little Richard promo. And it's weird because they're playing The Undertaker's music in the background. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, why is...
Richard runs down all the celebrities that are going to be at Mania?
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's like, there's a lot of wild men in the WWF, but there's nobody as wild as me, baby. I'm like, okay.
What I love about this, so as you guys know, I watch my niece, my mom watched my niece during the day. Mm-hmm. So Little Richard does a lot of kid songs. So we'll go, since we have direct TV, we have music choice.
Yeah.
We'll listen to kid songs all day. So it's a lot of Little Richard.
That's crazy.
Like a lot of Little Richard, like Rubber Ducky song.
Interesting. I didn't know that he did that.
Oh, from Sesame Street? Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Did not know that. Oh.
So does Snoop Dogg.
Oh, I knew about Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg's Kids album goes hard.
It has no business going as hard as it does. It has literally no business.
You ever get around a toddler or whatnot, or babysit, put on Snoop Dogg's Kids album, fucking lit.
They will go nuts. It's so crazy. I played it for my nephew one time, my 4-year-old nephew, and he lost his mind.
It's so good.
It's great. Oh, here actually is a full-fledged murder.
Yes, Barry Hardy gets murdered.
Oh, that's Barry Hardy as
so
the executioner.
What I found out about the executioners was the Executioner's kind of like the Doink gimmick. It was started in the 70s, and every time a wrestler didn't want to do it anymore, they would just replace.
Oh, okay.
So the Executioners at this point, because there's two of them, were a one Barry Hardy and a one Dwayne Gill.
Gilbert!
Just
yes.
when they needed two jobbers under a mask, just, yeah, okay, you two get a payday.
That's fucking hilarious. So yeah, Executioner versus Earthquake here. This to coin an old phrase that I've used. This guy looks like a smacked ass. This dude looks goofy as fuck.
Yeah, no, the Executioner tag team. Yeah, that's just a horrible tag gimmick used since the 70s. Just, I don't know where those costumes came from, but it's the same ones for the last 40 years, and it's horrible.
Fucking dollar store ass wrestling costume. It's so fucked. It's so fucked. Dude, okay. So I literally have everything that happened in this match written down. And it goes
It wasn't a lot.
Oh, I know. It goes in this order, and I quote. He tries to hit Earthquake with about 3 or 4 clotheslines, and then he gets destroyed with looks like a combination of like Damian Priest's South of Heaven and the Black Hole Slam from Abyss. Because he does like the Boss Man side slam, but he sits out with it, and it looks insane. Like,
yeah,
just crushes him with it. Somehow the dude fucking Barry Hardy like no sells it basically, and then he gets up to the top rope, and Earthquake goes, "No, motherfucker," and just lawn darts him across the fucking ring. It was insane, and Stan Lane is crying laughing the entire match. He's just like, he fucking lawn darted him, just fucking dying. It's so
Stan Lane's a goat.
Stan Lane's hilarious. And then he picks him up and he's like, "You're going for a ride," and just ragdolls him with this belly to belly. Just kills him with it. Then he hits a beautiful leg drop for a 400-pound man. Then he power slams him. And then he's like, "All right, I've had enough." Hits the tremors. Giant whoopsie. 1, 2, 3. Earthquake wins. It was like a 2-minute match, and it was fucking insane.
Yeah. It was. It's like, okay.
And the whole time, Earthquake's got a smile on his face, like he's having a blast.
He's happy he's finally getting a paycheck again.
Right, exactly. He throws him, he tosses him off the fucking rope, and he just lands, and it just cuts to him just sitting in the corner laughing, just like, what the fuck? This is insane. Like, I'm getting paid to do this, guys. This is hilarious, right? And then we get another WrestleMania report.
Since it is.
Yeah. We are on the March to Mania. And it basically talks about the whole main event sequence deal with the Luger match. And then it cuts to Jim Cornette and Yokozuna
cutting a promo on Lex.
Yeah, he's like, we're being criticized because Bret Hart and Lex Luger have to wrestle all of these matches before WrestleMania, and he's like, Yokozuna's doing the exact same thing and nobody says anything, kind of deal.
He's doing it on Superstars. Nobody's watching that.
Yeah, he's doing it on the show that nobody gives a shit about. And he's like, Lex Luger, this is going to be your last match in this company. You're never going to survive Yokozuna. Bret Hart, I'm going to mow through you again. And Tatanka, tonight you are considered little sitting duck. And we're going to fuck you up. Basically.
Such a disrespectful thing to say to his chief.
Dude, Johnny Polo, too, in this match is just firing off on fucking Tatanka. It's uncomfortable. And then it cuts to Johnny Polo interviewing Bret Hart.
Yeah, I didn't write anything down for this because I don't really give a fuck about anything Brett says.
I have one thing. Basically, he starts out and he starts bringing up. He's like, basically Johnny Polo's putting Bret Hart over, like big time.
Yeah.
He's like, he's arguably the greatest in-ring performer we have, and basically everybody thinks the same thing. Well, except for one person, that would be your brother Owen Hart. And he's like, "Are you ready for this?" And Bret's like, "Who do you think I am? Do you see this jacket?"
What does the jacket have to do with anything?
No. He says this jacket means I am the ring general. And I put, Gunther will have something to say to you about that, fucker.
Mm-hmm.
You better calm your tits, brother. I know this is 30 years beforehand, but fuck you. Gunther will chop you to death.
That jacket is coming from a Village People's wannabe band. That is a...
Man said he was Kmart Village People. That's crazy. And then basically he just kind of states that Owen Hart and Crush are both just talk. And he's like, I have 3 matches to prepare for. I got to prepare for Yokozuna. I have to prepare for Lex Luger. And I have to prepare for my brother. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. And then we get Bret Hart versus Crush.
Yeah.
And
it's a regular Bret match.
It's... I hate giving the man praise, but goddamn it, it's a good match.
It is.
It's a good match, dude. They go off. And I put here, Savage was banned from the arena, but we get an interview with him here in a bit. And
Raven freaking Scott talking shit this whole match is phenomenal.
He's just running off at the fucking mouth about everybody. It's
like, you just praised Bret Hart, and now you're just...
The funniest shit is at the very beginning of the match. Bret does the gimmick where he goes down and he gives the sunglasses to a kid in the front row. Johnny Polo is talking shit to the kid.
Yes!
He goes, "Hey kid, go see a dentist."
It's not okay.
He's like, "Hey kid, you got a fucked up grill, fix it." And Vince is just like, "Be nice, goddammit." So fucking funny. But yeah, so they recreate the spot where Goldberg ended Bret Hart's career with that fucking super kick off the ropes.
Okay, yeah, that was...
I literally was like, that's the spot that ended his career. And it looked exactly the same too.
Yes, that's okay. I'm happy you brought that up because I wanted to. Because I was like, that's the Goldberg spot.
That's the Goldberg spot. You do this fucking 5 years later and you break your neck or whatever. Allegedly.
Concussed and he ends up concussed and breaks his neck. He ends up having to retire. It's crazy.
And then at one point, Crush throws Bret Hart out of the ring, and Yoko's trying to stab him in the eye with the flagpole. He's got the thing like
that went crazy during this match,
dude. Yeah, they went fucking nuts, dude. He literally has the fucking flag upside down, like he's gonna stab Bret Hart in the eye, and the ref comes out and gets right in between them somehow. And then the end of the match, Bret Hart goes to put in the sharpshooter on Crush. Fuji gets on the apron, gets the distraction. Crush gets up, rushes towards Bret. Bret moves out of the way. Ski-wo! Knocks out Fuji. The ref's still distracted. Small package. Owen Hart sneaks in. Out of literally
nowhere. He had materialized like a motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure he was hiding under the ring.
I think so too.
Because there's no fucking way. No. No one saw him come in, and all of a sudden you just see him pop up from under the ring, pushes Crush over on top of Bret, and Crush gets the win.
Cost Bret the match.
Cost Bret the match. And
good brother.
And Bret has no clue what happened because Owen material
to the entrance.
He vaporizes. Like he fucking rolls Crush over and then he
ran like he just got caught cheating.
Yeah, he ran like he robbed a bank, dude.
Or like when 1-2-3 Kid took the briefcase.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. when he beat Razor Ramon and he just like jumped through the crowd and took off, he did the same shit. He pushed Crush over top of him. That 3 count fucking landed and like he cartoon vanished, just like puff of smoke and he's gone. And Brett's looking around completely like despondent, like what happened? What happened? What? No, I lost. No, like freaking out. And then all of a sudden it cuts to Rhonda Shear from Up All Night and she's horny for Lex Luger. Gross.
Yeah, it was weird. That was a weird part of the day.
No.
Nobody wants to know that, Rhonda.
No.
Nobody cares. He's on steroids. It probably doesn't work anyway. And then all of a sudden it cuts to Stan Lane, and Stan Lane's horny for Rhonda.
Yeah, it was weird.
Just proving that he's a hound still. And like, hey girl, you haven't met me yet. What's up? Like, you fucking... God damn it, Stan. We knew you were a sex hound in the 80s. You don't have to fucking keep the gimmick alive, brother.
It's what the 80s wrestlers do. Rats is all they know.
Rats and chicken nuggets, pills, and titties. That's all they know. And then we get the Quebecers versus Just Incredible and the guy that got the shit kicked out of him by Perry Saturn.
Mike Bell.
And PJ.
By the way, the fact that Just Incredible got a take team title shot is hilarious.
Funny as hell. Fucking funny as hell.
When they said this was for the title, I was like, oh, Just Incredible actually had a chance at a title once in his career.
And they got a piece of offense in. They got back body drops on the Quebecers in the beginning. I'm like, holy shit, they're gonna give my boy some offense. Nope, they fucking murdered this man.
But before the entrance, the hockey sticks and the hockey gloves.
Oh yeah, the Quebecers came out.
Fucking great.
Yeah, the Quebecers came out with gloves and hockey sticks on, and literally, I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
they really based on the Canadian stereotype.
I was like, is it hockey? Is hockey season in March? I don't watch hockey. Is hockey season?
I think some games do go.
I think the playoffs are actually in March, if I'm not mistaken.
March and April.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
that's
the end of the
tracks.
season. Yeah, I watch hockey now a little bit since we have a team here.
Yeah, we have an amateur hockey team. I need to go see them. Dude.
And, well, yeah, Detroit's got a team. They just suck. The Red Wings are not good anymore.
Shooting at the Red Wings now. We doing this? We doing this right now?
Man. Tonight's not the night. Tonight is not the night.
I grew up watching the great Red Wing teams in the 90s, in the early 2000s. Their team now is not that good. It's not me trying to be rude. That's just
like saying you're fucking like, oh yeah, the Bulls were sick in '94. Yeah. And now they're dog shit taco.
Which is also a fact. And their fans boo their former owner's wife.
I mean, I'm a Pacers fan. We ain't been shit since Reggie retired. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Speaking of Red Wings, though, Darren McCarty is a really awesome dude in person.
He seems like one of the nicest human beings ever. He is all over Facebook doing the craziest things. He's always at wrestling events too.
He sponsors Tommy Vendetta.
Oh yeah, he was in TNA.
He did 2 matches in TNA.
I forgot McCarty did those TNA matches.
And he has the Darren McCarty brand where he sponsors a few wrestlers.
Oh yeah, because you were just saying he works with Tommy Vendetta. Oh yeah, it's fucking sick. Dude, okay, so there's a spot in this match where they do the tag move where Pierre gets backdropped onto the guy, and he lands on PJ Walker's head.
Yeah, I thought PJ broke his neck. It scared the crap out of me.
And you see him go, oh, fuck.
He bent his neck backwards. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's not a spot I needed to see.
I was like, oh, no. Oh, no, he's dead. Oh, no. He's fucked up. And then all of a sudden, Captain Lou's out here.
Again, we get a Captain Lou just walk around and fucking around. I don't know what's happening, but every other month, this dude just walks out during a tank match and doesn't do shit. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Lou Albano's payday. Just in fucking hanging out. Talking shit to the Quebecers.
Like, I can't remember if this actually pays off to anything.
I don't think it does. I think it's just Captain Lou just like hanging out. Uncle Lou's here, fucking put him on camera. And he's like, I don't like your tactics, I don't like your style, I don't like you, you understand me? And he's yelling at it to fucking Gorilla Monsoon, and he's just like, well, tell us how you really feel, Lou.
See, and now I see Captain Lou now, and I can only think of the dude on YouTube that does the Captain Lou Albano impression. Regret?
Yeah, Brian Zane.
Yeah, Brian Zane.
Brian Zane's Captain Lou is fucking hysterical, dude. It's so good. Yeah, so Mike Bell does not get into this match. No,
Justin Credible gets his ass beat for like 2 minutes.
The tag finish that the Quebecers had in this is like a Boston Crab with a second rope leg drop, and it just crushes PJ Walker.
I'm pretty sure Mike Bell was supposed to get it, and he was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, he's like, nah, fuck this. You can take the beating, man. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it tonight. And then we get
the greatest thing we're going to talk about in this episode.
Woo! This Randy Savage promo. This man is on every ounce of cocaine in a tri-state area. He didn't blink for 5 fucking minutes. Tony Khan saw this promo and goes, I'll be doing that. Because
it was so goddamn good.
He's like this the whole fucking time for 5 minutes straight. You don't see him blink. It's
He doesn't blink and he's sweating. It's like, how are you sweating sitting here? And he's dressed in biker get up, all black. It's nothing fancy, no flash. It is so wild. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
He's in like a black bandana, black t-shirt, black leather vest over the top of it, and black leather pants. He literally looks like he's about to hop on a Harley and drive through the desert. And he's just like, I got 5 fucking minutes before I have to get out of here, and that's probably a good idea that Jack Tunney told me to get the fuck out of here. Because I'm a coiled spring, and I'm going to spring on you, I'm going to spring on Crush, everybody can fucking get it. And the whole time I'm just like, this is insanity.
and then I'm pretty sure he went off kilter, because he goes from talking about Crush to talk about being stabbed in the back by friends and his divorce.
Yeah, I don't know where
he's like, what is happening?
Yeah, you know, Macho Man's going through some hard times right now. You know, I'm going with that divorce, and I've had friends stab me in the back. Yeah. It's like,
and Vince's face is like, what the
like Terry stabbed him in the back.
Oh yeah, Vince literally probably didn't have a fucking clue what Savage was gonna say, and he's just reacting in real time, just like, oh my god, like this dude is coked out of his brain. He's pouring sweat. Well, he's also in like a bunch of leather in a tiny ass room, so he's probably boiling in that fucking biker getup.
And it didn't look like a regular locker room. It was all pitch black. It looked like
it was a fucking broom closet. It was a broom closet with some floodlights and a camera in it. And like Savage is like, he's like, I'm gonna fucking go off on you. Crush could get it. Interview over. And he throws a fucking chair and just storms out. It's crazy. It's the most unhinged shit that Savage has done.
Watch March to WrestleMania, Breigh. But if you don't have time, make time to watch that ending promo.
Yeah, because considering I'll probably only get 5 hours of sleep, probably not tonight.
Yeah. Well, when you're on the plane, my God, watch it.
Yeah.
But make sure you watch this promo because it is the wildest 3 minutes ever.
Yeah, it is no shit, like at tops 4 minutes, and he's literally bug-eyed like this the entire fucking time.
Yeah.
Pouring fucking sweat.
Yeah.
And just I wrote down some shit that he was saying in all caps because every time Savage talks, he just talks in all caps to me.
Yeah. Yes. It's crazy.
He's like, yeah, I'm going and I'm getting my dignity back. And Vince is like, what do you mean dignity back? He's like, what the fuck do you think I'm talking about? Get my dignity back. And he just talks about how Crush fucked him over. It's like, it was my dream to be the world champion again, and Crush took that away from me. And
that's when he starts going off about the personal shit, and it's just like,
yeah, Hogan's fucking my soon-to-be ex-wife. I'm going through this fucking divorce. like, what the?
I'm shocked he didn't say names.
I'm honestly shocked he didn't throw Hogan's name out there.
Yeah, I was like okay.
I mean, Vince probably was like, look, you can talk about whatever you want, but just please don't bring up personal shit. And then he did, and he's probably just like, motherfucker.
It was. Yeah.
It's almost uncomfortable. That's the level of unhinged shit is in
the last time I was this uncomfortable watching wrestling stuff was when Kurt Angle and Jeff did their storyline.
Oh, yeah.
Because that shit was uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Because Jeff Jarrett stole his wife.
Yeah.
Fucked up. And then and he also in the middle of the promo goes, I'm not going to try to sound egotistical, but I could beat both Lex Luger and Bret Hart. He just had to throw a shot in at them too. It's like, yeah.
Who's throwing out as a babyface, showing shots at the other baby faces is actually a wild mode.
He's an unhinged maniac. And then we get Tatanka and Yoko for our main event. And Johnny Polo and Vince McMahon are back on the call for this one. Tatanka gets in the ring. He's got the new ceremonial headdress on. Fuji distracts him, and Yoko just immediately fucking jumps him. And Yoko just owns him the whole time. It's kind of fucked. Like, it's fucked up. He barely got any offense in. Like, it was weird.
I think this is going to go in with the Tatanka being frustrated.
Yeah.
And him not trusting. And then it makes Yoko look strong for Mania.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I mean, I figured, obviously, that they're going to have Yoko win this.
Yeah. But it is weird that he didn't get any offense.
He did, towards the end.
Yeah. To make it, semi, the ending was good.
The ending was fucking
This is the match where I realized the soundboard was there. Because I was like, the whole time I was like, where are these fucking noises coming from? And then Scotty, during this match, just uses the soundboard at will. Makes no sense.
He's making fucking cow noises and shit.
Yeah,
and
none of them, these noises that he's pushing, go with the match either. It's just random shit. And it's just like, what the fuck is happening?
He's telling shitty jokes and then having weird canned laughter and shit. It's fucked up.
What is this? Circus peanuts! Ah!
I call it a Johnny Polo.
True.
This match was circus peanuts.
Seriously, yeah, it's fucked up. It's the most random bullshit that he's playing. And then Tatanka keeps trying to get comeback, and he just keeps getting flattened. And then Yoko, at one point, takes the padding off of one of the turnbuckles. He hits the turnbuckle, finally falls. Tatanka starts getting some wind back, and then Yoko takes back over and crushes him with a bonsai drop for the win. Yeah. And they're rubbing it in his face at the end, Tatanka's out of the ring. And at one point, Yoko goes, show him the flag. Show him the flag to Fuji. And Fuji's just waving the flag in his face the entire time. And then, that basically ends that. Oh, yeah, and then Men on a Mission have a rap about WrestleMania.
which is so good. Like,
It's-
I have to send that to the group chat because it was not that bad for an early 90s song.
It surprisingly was pretty sweet.
Yeah, they rapped very well.
They really did. All right, so we have something here. So since Breigh has not seen WrestleMania 10,
Oh yeah, this part.
we are going to do a predictions to what Breigh thinks is going to be the outcome of the matches of WrestleMania 10.
Oh no.
Let's get to. Let me get the card pulled up here. Okay. Well, there's a dark match here. It was the Heavenly Bodies and the Bushwhackers. But first match, we have Bret and Owen Hart.
Oh goddamn.
Who's your pick?
I feel like this is wrong, but I'm gonna say Owen.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Next match, we have Dink and Doink versus Bam Bam and Luna. Drastic shift.
It is, yeah.
Drastic shift.
I'm gonna say Dink and Doink.
All right. Crush versus Randy Savage.
As much as I like Randy, I feel like Crush wins.
All right. We have Alundra Blaze versus Leilani Kai.
Under Blaze.
Okay. We have for the WWF Tag Team Championship, we have Men on a Mission versus the Quebecers.
I'm gonna say Men on a Mission.
All right. Okay. Then we have Yokozuna versus Lex Luger.
Oh God. Ooh. I think I'm gonna say Lex.
Okay. Then we have Earthquake versus Atom Bomb.
I'm gonna say Earthquake.
All right. In a ladder match for the undisputed WWF Intercontinental Championship, Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon. Who do you got?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Razor.
Razor. Okay. And you said Lex winning against Yoko, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lex versus Bret Hart for the world title.
I'm gonna say Bret. Ugh.
Okay. All right. So we have Bret Hart. You said Razor won the ladder match.
Yeah.
Earthquake over Atom Bomb.
Yeah.
Lex over Yoko. Men on a Mission over the Quebecers. Alundra Blaze over Leilani Kai. Crush over Savage. You said Dink and Doink won the mixed tag.
Yeah.
And you said Owen over Bret. Okay. So let's see how you do. We are
live stream.
Yes, we're gonna plan it out, but we are gonna do a live stream watch along for Mania 10. So if you want to watch WrestleMania 10 with us, come hang out here on the channel. We're figuring out a time for that, and we will definitely keep you guys posted for when we do that.
Yes.
And yeah, that's everything for the March to WrestleMania. I'm not going to spoil Mania for you, Breigh.
Yeah.
But this is a good goddamn WrestleMania.
It is.
It is a really it is night and day difference between
Compared to
WrestleMania
last
9
First
and
WrestleMania you saw on the show.
Yeah. Yeah. So you will be pleasantly surprised with
Yay.
Mania 10. It's a really good show.
Alright. Yeah. So there we have it, guys. If you liked what you watched, hit the subscribe button. Follow the World Championship Wreckage YouTube page. There's lots of cool shit. I know I usually have more to say, but my brain's foggy. So subscribe, comment, all the shit. And stay tuned for when we do WrestleMania 10. And there we have it. So I'm the Tribal Queen Breigh from Bite Duplessis from Husky Roads. Thank you for watching Queen's Court, and we will see you next time.